Hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is Dustin. This is our Ask Me Anything hour at Strong on Health, where we answer any questions you have about nutrition products, food products, nutrition in general, anything to do with your health. We're here to answer any questions you submit to us. So if you do have any questions, you can either type them in now, and hopefully we'll be able to get to them right away, or you can email us at info@strongonhealth and we'll send them to you. Now, one big thing to announce here is that we previously did this at about 12:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we will be doing a new time at 1:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I don't think most of you watch this actually live, so hopefully that's not going to disrupt your life too much. But if it does disrupt your life, let us know. Text us, tell us, say, hey, I need that 12:45 spot. Come back to 12:45. But we're going to go to 1:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and actually from 1 until 2 is our open office time. But at 1:30 we're going to go live, so we're in the middle of that time answering these questions that have been sent in. We got four different products we're going to review today. Before I jump into those, though, I do want to remind anybody out there who have been watching that we have a public health initiative that we've been working on here in Mansfield. It is a 5-year initiative called Healthy This Way. This year is Move This Way, so we're trying to get people moving more. Next year is Eat This Way, so you can imagine I'm playing a big role in that. And we are creating these menus that are going to be found in different restaurants around Mansfield, those that are participating. And it's going to give us designations of which foods are going to have whole foods, which ones are going to have a good amount of fiber, which ones are going to have micronutrients, and little details on why we're selecting those 3 items. Now, just to be clear, this is not for the person who's trying to be the healthiest person on the planet. These are for people who go out to restaurants and eat. The healthiest people in the world are going to eat at home and cook your own food. But we know for real that we actually go out and eat. So what we're trying to show you is these are the choices that we would be selecting if we were eating in these restaurants to make the healthiest choices. Now there are delicious choices, and we're not always going to just choose the healthiest choices. So we're realistic about it, but we want to give you guys some direction on that. We're going to have much more information coming out every day, but if you haven't liked the Healthy This Way Facebook page yet, please go check that out so that we're getting that information to you through the Healthy This Way page. Okay, first product, Raina Ferry. We tagged those guys on there. Apparently Dr. Oz was going bananas over these people. In fact, I think mixing in bananas with the cereal when he was serving it to people. And because this is it's a grain that has been hybrid actually here in Texas, and they're using it and putting it in cereals and saying, hey, this is a healthier alternative. Now, I'll tell you what I like about it. I like the fact that there's 4 grams of fiber per serving, so there is a good amount of fiber that we're looking at in here, and I do like the fact that it will slow down the sugar. And so, is it something I would put into my life? Probably not. I'm not that blown away by it. It is a whole grain, but I don't see here that it's organic. So my question, and I did look into this and try to figure that out, is whether or not they are using any pesticides to keep pests off of it. So I don't know if there's going to be things like glyphosates involved in this. So if I can get an answer on that, that would be really helpful. But for now, for that reason, I wouldn't be eating it myself. And when I look at the ingredients, we have a lot of synthetic isolates in here. And there is added sugar in there, so you're still getting 2 grams of sugar with it. But the number 1 vitamin mineral they're putting in here is calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate, as we know, is not the most easily absorbed calcium in our body. It's actually limestone. So it takes about 12 chemical reactions for your body to make that into something that is bioavailable. There are going to be other forms. So when that's being added in, we know that they're using synthetics a lot to fortify this cereal. And so a lot of the others are going to be fortifications as well. So I'm not a big fan of using these forms of fortification. So for that reason, it would be something that I personally would not be including in my diet. Now, it may be better for other people, a better option for what people are like compared to Captain Crunch or Cocoa Puffs or something like that, but probably doesn't taste as good as those either. So if it is a healthier, better option, but probably not something, again, that I would do. Okay, question about going to the fair. Of course, plan to bring my own food. Yes, good idea. But curious how others handle being tempted by the smell of all the fried foods. Any suggestions? Any suggestions out there? Here's my 2 thoughts. I know at the fair there are going to be some whole foods-ish, like the turkey leg. That is going to be a whole food, and that will help satisfy. It'll give you protein and fat. There are going to be roasted nuts, of course, right? Nuts are always a big fan. We don't want roasted as much to be perfect, but it's going to be a better option than some of the things that you're trying not to get tempted by. And finally, there's always fruit on a stick there. Those are going to be the 3 things that I'm going to have to say, try those first, fill up on things that have good healthy fat and fiber, and you're at the fair. Have fun. Okay. Finally, we have a question about, is it recommended to drink half your body weight in ounces of water? And what are your thoughts on this? Is this a good amount to aim for? How about while fasting? Should you drink the same amount or a little bit more? Great question. We have a lot of confusion about how much water we should be drinking. And what I want to do is kind of flip this a little bit and just get us to the point to understand that there is actually a point where we have a negative return. So I actually want to look at it by how much is too much water as opposed to how much should we be drinking. And we look at that because we think about the fact that we do get water in a lot of the fruits that we're eating and vegetables, and so we're getting water from a lot of sources. And at some point, if you're drinking just water, especially water that's been purified or it's had all the minerals taken out of it, then you are actually losing electrolytes when you are drinking too much water. And your kidneys can only handle so much excretion at a time. So that the maximum of how much your kidneys can keep up with would be about 3 to 4 cups per hour. So just be careful not to exceed that, and when you are drinking, make sure you're getting lots of electrolytes. To really utilize that water, you need those electrolytes to be able to get hydrated at a cellular level. And if you're just drinking water without electrolytes, that's going to get you in a condition where I'm going to be more concerned. So yes, you need to drink your water, but make sure you're not drinking too much water, and that's what I'd be looking at there, because I don't think too many people are really concerned about that. There are some people who go extreme, but that's where we want to draw the line. So target a couple of glasses an hour if you're concerned, but make sure you're getting the hydration in there in the form of electrolytes. And I hope that answers your question. Okay, great 2 products. I'm so excited about the products that people are bringing to us because I'm learning about things that I didn't know existed, and they're really awesome. We had somebody who sent this and they said, I really like these with an exclamation point. How often can I drink them, and how do they compare to other sources of probiotics like sauerkraut, kefir, yogurt? Better or not as great? This is a company called Iron Hill Organics, and what I love about them is that there is no alcohol and no sugar in these drinks. And it is a probiotic drink. So there are several different strains in here, and from everything that I'm looking at in here, I really am impressed with it. So I definitely want to try some. I'm going to go check it out. So from what I can see on here, it's definitely something I would have no problem drinking even daily as a way to be able to get these probiotics in there. And then finally, Donnie, thanks for the question. We have Figgy Pops Nutter and Jelly Super Snacks, an organic fruit and snack from Made by Nature, and we're gonna tag they're all tagged in here, I believe. This looks amazing. Everything is organic, everything is whole foods. So the idea, I guess, it's like having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but without having to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but actually have whole food versions of it. So if you're liking this, I'm loving the ingredients on here, and I would definitely not see any reason why I wouldn't eat this, but that's another one that I would like to try out. And then finally, we are going into our blood sugar balancing month. It's October, and I don't know if any of you have been watching long enough, but there was a product that we had created here a while ago called the Sugar Stopper. Our goal was to help people reduce their sugar intake by making it so they cannot taste sugar. My good friend Jody Patterson, if you're watching, hey Jody, he said, Dustin, you need to make it in a tablet form. And I said, yeah, great idea, that'd be a lot of work. So Sweet Defeat did that. They actually took almost the exact formulation of what we had in the Sugar Stopper, and they put it in a tablet form. So the idea is this is your after dinner mint if you have that problem with sugar cravings after you eat something. You eat your food, you take this after dinner mint, and it'll make it so you cannot taste sugar. It is a really cool thing, and I can't wait to be trying out theirs. They have a lemon and a spearmint flavor. We're going to try some of them out here. And this is also going to be in our Strong on Health box this month, so you'll be able to try it out yourself. So thank you guys so much at Sweet Defeat for creating an awesome thing that I just didn't have the ability to create at the time that people said it was a great idea to do so. And I think this is going to be very helpful for people going forward with their sugar cravings, and I'm excited to have it here. Okay, if there are no other questions live or anything out there, thank you guys for watching. Again, if any of this is helpful, please make sure you share this information. Check out Healthy This Way, and we will be back on Tuesday because I will actually be out of the state at the 90th anniversary of Standard Processes farm celebration. So I will not be here Thursday. It will be next Tuesday, and we'll have some more information at 1:30. We get an appointment, something out there? Okay, all right. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great weekend.